My name is Michael Dana. In 2008, I was diagnosed with a rare brain cancer, and after 6 years, I was cancer-free. But the ordeal left me changed, with a different outlook on life and a new sense of priorities. While still recovering, I earned a degree in economics from UNC Chapel Hill. My studies taught me to analyze data and open my mind to see things differently. I also started formal training in the martial arts to better defend myself and use it as a means of extreme physical therapy. Since then, I've obtained black belts in 3 martial arts. I own and run a martial arts school and have logged over 51 teaching hours. To my friends and family, I'm a simple business owner. But to the martial arts world, I'm something else. I am Sifu Mike, and this is Dragon Theory.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So the topic of this particular video is going to be on whether or not a martial art is actually teaching sports or self-defense or neither one, right? Because it's a very complicated thing and a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. They just are going by different terminology and different languages, and the purpose of this video is to try to explain some of those things, so it's going to help you figure out what exactly is sport, what is self-defense, what is going to work best for you, because at the end of the day, that's what you want, okay? You want the thing that works best for you in these situations, so you have to kind of figure out what is the situation that is being taught, because a lot of times the people teaching it do not know. Alright, so I'll say this. In my personal opinion, I pretty firmly believe that there isn't a single successful martial arts school in the U.S. that strictly teaches self-defense. Alright, they might have a self-defense class, might be a very good class, but that's not their primary source of income, okay? And so it's not the main thing that they do, alright, because when it comes right down to it, self-defense has to be extremely simple, okay? Simple. Alright, you can't have a whole lot of complicated things to it. So that's going to be the key to really figuring out the difference between sport and self-defense, is whether or not it is simple or complex. Okay, if you look at every sport, every popular sport on the face of the planet, right, they all have one thing in common. Alright, they're all extremely complicated. Okay, even the simple movements in them have a whole lot that you have to do as far as like strength and conditioning and cardio and stuff to actually be able to perform them on a regular basis, right? Okay, if these sports weren't complicated, right, then we wouldn't be paying people millions of dollars to watch them do it, right? We'd be doing it ourselves. Well, we can't because they're complicated. It takes a certain type of person, you know, an athletic build, or a massive work ethic. Let's use my words, man. Sorry, it's end of the week and I'm tired. I'm also old, but whatever. And I'm from the South, so English is not good. Work ethic, alright? They work really hard at the thing that they're doing, okay? A lot of people are kind of lazy, you know? Well, the human body is inherently lazy, and I've said it several times. So, anyways, your sports are all going to be super complicated, right? They're complex things, but self-defense can't be that, right? Self-defense techniques have to be simple because the situation that you use them in is complex, and you may not even know what that situation is from time to time, so you won't have something that's kind of universal that you can practice really quick, that you can pop out without even thinking about it. Your body just knows what to do at the time, right? That's going to be the biggest thing. It's going to be a huge thing, is having those simple techniques. Also, some of those techniques are kind of on the lethal side, and you can't really practice them safely a lot, right? So you can't even get the repetition from them, whereas with a lot of sports techniques, you can do them all the time because you want to do them all the time, right? And so you have this kind of very simple stuff that you can almost like talk about over the phone. In fact, I've told people several different martial arts self-defense techniques over the phone, right? Because they're that simple. So you can't really build a class around that and hope to keep people for long periods of time if you have a very small set of curriculum, right? You have to have something that keeps them going, something they enjoy, and a sport is fun. That's the whole nature of it, is that people enjoy doing it, right? And so that's going to be the thing in lot of martial arts schools because that's the thing that people like doing. It's just sometimes they're told, hey, you're doing self-defense. Not really. You know, you can totally use the techniques that you learn in a self-defense situation. Absolutely. Not faulting that. Thing is, though, you can do that with virtually any physical thing. Okay? Any physical thing that you learn has applications to some other physical thing in another situation. You just might have to tweak the techniques a little bit, right? You might be kind of surprised to know that if you've ever played baseball, you've probably learned a lot of actual legit self-defense martial art techniques just in that game, okay? Just tons of stuff as far as going from 0 to full sprint and exploding in a very short amount of time, or reacting to something the size of a fist coming at you and either hitting it or catching it. When you swing the baseball bat, you're also doing the same mechanics as swinging a stick, right, or another weapon. And so there's just a ton amount of stuff in baseball, and it's fun, right? So a lot of things can be totally applicable to other situations. So I'm not discounting that what you are learning or what they're teaching can be used in a self-defense situation very effectively. I'm just saying it may not actually have started as self-defense. Okay? So, keeping that in mind, understand that self-defense techniques have to be very simple, right? And your fun sports techniques are very complicated. Now, it's good to train complicated things in order to do the simple things very quickly, right? But still, a lot of things will fall into the category of sport, and some people don't even know it. They've never even been in the situation that you would have to use whatever technique in. So they're just kind of repeating what's been told to them, all right? And this is not really their fault. They're just doing what their instructor told them, and their instructor is doing what their instructor told them. So it just kind of goes back a long time ago, okay? So we have sports, we have self-defense. How do you really tell the difference, right? It's got to be simple. It's got to be something simple. I have a rule that I use to determine whether a specific technique falls into the category of either being one or the other, and that's what I call the zombie rule, right? The zombie rule for self-defense techniques. And I go into detail about that rule in another video, so I'm not going to address that now. This video is just telling you that, hey, self-defense, sports, two different things, often confused as being the same thing. Sometimes people don't even realize they're doing either one of them, right? They're just saying words, and they don't have something that can be used in sport. They don't have something that can be used in self-defense. They just have something. You can totally use it for either or, but for its intended purposes, it's not. It might even be ancient Chinese yoga, all right? But it might be called something totally different. You have no idea. When you're ignorant, you really, literally don't know what you don't know. Alright, so trying to help you out, trying to make you educated. That being said, if you go to my website, thedragonmethod.com, I have a whole lot of videos about teaching martial arts and about martial arts that should be taught, and what is self-defense, what is not. I've got a lot of stuff. Been doing martial arts a lot of different martial arts. Got everything you can possibly think of that could help you to make you the best you possible, okay? And I've got just a whole lot of stuff, man. I wish I could just keep talking, but my camera at one point would shut off, right? And so I've got like 24 hours of footage just on the dragonmethod.com website, and I've got like over 200 some odd videos on my YouTube channel, which is probably what you're on right now watching this video. Thank you, by the way. Like and subscribe, right? And you know, and share. So all that good stuff. So definitely lots of things to check out, lots of different resources to help you, like I said, become the best you possible, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to not only either know just self-defense, but sport, but know which is which and where to use it, where best to use it, and what's best for you in your particular situation by knowing that situation that the martial art is in. That's a lot of words, I know. Alright, so that's the whole topic addressing here. Sports, self-defense, in a martial art context. Try to figure out which one is which, right? Whatever, if it's very complicated, alright, then probably leaning more towards the sport, right? if it's stupid simple, probably self-defense, right? So, gotta be that case, right? So, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. My YouTube channel is YouTube/tkfmma. Alright, that's the same as my Twitter account, Instagram account, Facebook, all /tkfmma. I've even got a website, tkfmma.com. That's my school in Durham, North Carolina. Now, dragonmethod.com also has Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of jazz, right? That's a separate thing, man. Go there to learn more stuff, right? Go to all that stuff. Definitely check them out, and hope you learned something. Hope you're having a good day, and I will check you later. Alright, take it easy.